On this beautiful morning. As you can see, the hockey gods are shining in. And today, Mr. Average Hockey Fan would like to talk about the expectations of my team, Montreal Canadiens, after the All-Star break. Hope you like this lighting, guys. I thought it was pretty cool. Actually, I was going to put the Habs blanket up and back. And then I was like, you know what? The lighting coming in with the side Habs blanket looks pretty cool to me, so I'm going to test it out for a video. Anyways, what I would like to see my team do in these last 30 or so games is absolutely tear it up, get 20 out of the 30 at least. I'd like to see Price's save percentage go from the 915 it is to above a 920, 922, 923. Goals against below 230, 240. If he can keep those numbers and start 20, 24, 22 games, something like that, I'm pretty sure we're getting into the playoffs. It's looking pretty good so far. We're 7 points up on Buffalo. They're just outside the wild card spot. They do have 3 games in hand, but I have zero faith in Buffalo, as I've said many times. I'm hoping Dano can keep his really good play up. He's our number one center at the moment. People will argue it's Domi, but Dano has been the number one center for most of the year, and he's really good defensively. He strips the puck a lot. He doesn't get enough talk about his play in the other team's end. He is a beast. Same way, he's like our Mia. He's really hard to get off the puck, and he can take the puck from you very easily and create with it. Been nothing but impressed with Dano. I feel Kakaniemi is going to come on very strong. His last 5 or 6 games or so, he's been producing the points that have been coming, and his shot is looking really good. He's looking more and more confident every game. He's hitting harder. He's skating faster. I've had a few Habs fans tell me he seems slow. I don't think he's slow. I think he's deceptive like Pacioretty was. His long strides get him to where he needs to go quicker, but it looks slower when you're looking at it. But when you're on the ice and when you actually like time him where he's going, he's not that slow, especially for the youngest player in the league. He isn't. He can keep pace. It's funny how people call him slow, but yet he's the one center besides no on team who gets back on the other end just as quick as the D, joins the D almost every time. He's in the right spot almost every time. So Kakaniemi, I got nothing bad to say about him at all. I'd like to see his production go up a bit, and I believe it will. Niemi, we'd like to have a bit more faith in Niemi. He's been solid. It's like one game he's solid, one game he's okay, then one game he's garbage, and then it keeps that routine going this year. It seems to be a trend with him this year. So if we could get out of his probably 10 or 8 starts we'll get, if we could get 5 wins out of that, 4 wins, I'd be happy. If he could keep a 500 winning percentage, I don't care about his save percentage, goals against. If he could keep a 500 winning percentage with the team in front of him and Price can stay solid, be really, really happy with that. I also said I'd like to see us play Toronto in the first round. Not anymore. They just got Jake Muzzin. I would like to avoid Toronto. I'd like to see Tampa get at them, us get at Boston. Not in the first. Tampa ain't going to get at Toronto in the first round. Toronto ain't going to slip to fourth or to a wild card. It's not going to happen. But I'd like to see us get at Boston. Toronto, say, end up playing. Who would Toronto end up playing? End up playing Buffalo or Pittsburgh or something like that. And somehow Toronto and Tampa in the second round. I wouldn't want to see Montreal meet Toronto in these playoffs. I wouldn't want to see him meet Tampa either. Those are 2 teams. That's why I love my team, but I don't think we're going to win a cup this year. I don't think they could beat teams like Calgary in the playoffs if they got to a final against Calgary. I don't think they'd be able to beat Toronto or Tampa in a 7 round series. Love my team. Lots of faith in my team. But against solid teams like that with 4 30 goal scorers, 2 or 3 50 goal scorers, top notch defensemen like Calgary and San Jose got out in the West, and now the Leafs got a pretty good defense score too. It's not going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy. Whoa, this lighting's getting kind of crazy here, guys. I'm like going in and out of darkness. It's a cool effect actually, but yeah, it won't be easy. But I would like to see them win a round. I would really, really like to see them win a round. If we can get against Boston, I think Montreal can beat Boston. I really, truly do think Montreal can beat Boston in a 7 game series. It's just the curse of the Bruins, no matter how good they are. There was one year they were like the top team in the league, won the President's Trophy, was absolutely killing it. 2014, and Price just owned them the whole series. Our team only scored 2, 3 goals a game. Price owned them the whole series. As for more expectations, I'd like to see Tatar and Domi keep it going. Tatar and Domi have been solid all season. Tatar has been really coming on the past 20 games. His skating has been excellent. He has power strides every time he pushes. He's a very energetic player. I don't think Tatar gets enough credit for the energy he brings to the team. He's the most energetic guy on the ice. He's like Gallagher. Him and Gallagher are like the same type of player when it comes to heart and soul and trying to get him off the puck and just the fight you can see him when they're playing, how bad they want to score, how quality the chances they get are. They're not scared to shoot. One thing about Gallagher I like a lot, he is not scared to shoot. He leads this team in shots by a bunch. Well, he did last time I checked, and he's like way ahead of everybody in shots. Galley's always shooting from everywhere, and he gets some really cool fluky goals sometimes. I'd like to see Galley get over 30 goals. I'd like to see him set like a new career high, get like 36 goals, something like that. He'd have to get 15 or 16 in his last 30 or so games, but he can do it. He has 19 goals already, and he's had slumps in between his goals. If he had to stay consistent, he'd have 25 goals by now. But yeah, I'd like to see Galley keep it going there. Jordy Ben has really impressed me. His skating's come a long way. He looks like he wants to stay in Montreal, and he's seeing that these younger guys are coming up, and he got to learn to compete with them. And he must be going to the gym, working out in the gym a lot, because his skating's come a long way. His defensive play was always there. It's just his speed and being able to keep up with players in certain positions was what bothered me with him, and he's really turned that around. It looks really good. Mete has been good with Weber. Let's hope we can keep him going the whole year with Weber. If they brought somebody in, that would be really good, but I don't think Mark Bergevin has any plans of going out and acquiring anybody to play Weber, so it's going to look like Weber and Mete for the rest of the season, and honestly, they've been a really good duo, and Weber does so much for Mete. Yes, Mete does something for Weber, but Weber does so much for Mete. When Weber wasn't in the lineup, there was a point Mete got sent to the AHL. They weren't sure what he was going to do, and he went from being our world junior, like young, basically stud defenseman that was coming up, to back to the AHL, not sure if he's good enough defensively to play in the league. And he still doesn't have a goal yet, which is blowing my mind. So one big thing I wanted, we got to get Mete. We got to see Mete get that goal. Come on, Mete, get that goal, man. 31 games, get two. Make my birthday's May 28th. If all I want for my birthday is by that time comes, Mete to have a goal in the league. Like, make it happen. Come on, early birthday gift, Mete. Who else do we got? Love me some Domi for sure. Fourth liners. Chaput's been good. I'm sick of seeing the fourth line center get switched up between Chaput and Pekka. I want one of them picked. A lot of people like Pekka. I like Chaput more. I don't think he has the offensive upside Pekka has, but I think he's better defensively. Our fourth line's supposed to be a checking line, energy line. I feel he brings more energy. He skates like a beast for a guy his size. I'd like him to stop less taking dumb penalties. He does take some dumb penalties. That's the knock on Chaput. That's half the reason why some players don't want him in the lineup, but I want him in the lineup. I think he's a really good energy guy. Delorier is great. Love Delorier. Would like to see him solidly stay. They only bring him in for some games because he's a fit against certain teams, and he's not a fit against other teams, but he's big, tough, and fast, and he can score. He can shoot the puck. Where he's on the fourth line, he doesn't get as many opportunities. I feel if they boosted Delorier up a bit, maybe gave him a shot on the third line, he could be a really effective player because his size just scares people. They like leave an open lane for him sometimes just to get that space because they know he's just going to freight train through him. You can see he intimidates guys for sure. Joel Armia has super impressed me. He's amazing on the puck. He's amazing defensively. I've never seen a player as good in Montreal in the past 10 years holding on to the puck and not being able to take him off the puck and killing penalties like he does. What he did the last game against Arizona when the last 2 minutes, it was a penalty. It was Arizona pulled their goalie, something like that. No, Montreal had to kill off a penalty in the last 2 minutes, and Armia came down in Arizona's zone, and he just held it there up against the boards. Two players on him trying to push him everywhere, and they just couldn't get him off the puck. Montreal had their three players back because they knew if Arizona get it out, they'd have to go back in their zone and defend. So it was basically Armia against two or three Arizona players, and it took them almost a minute to get that puck off his stick. The commentators were blown away. I was blown away. He got first star of the game without getting a point, and that shows right there how good Armia is defensively. Excellent penalty killer. Would like to see him get his shot going because he's a good right-handed shot and could add a lot to the power play, and he is on our power play. Would like to see our abysmal 12% power play, whatever it is. Please get it up to like 25, to like 15, 20%. I would love to see that get even midway in the league. The penalty kill, I'd love to see it get in the top 10. Just to be realistic, penalty kill ain't so bad. It's 16th overall right now, but I would love to see it get in the top 10. Man, this lighting's so cool. As you can see, my cat kind of got my Habs blanket a bit shredded there too. The little thing there, I just noticed that. The little frigger tore my thing. My cats are nuisances, but I love them. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'd like to see for the Habs going into the All-Star break personally. As a Habs fan, those are the things I'd like to see. And this is Mr. Average Hockey Fan. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Over and out. Anybody I forgot, truly sorry. Feel free to leave in the comments any players who've impressed you and what you'd like to see them do after the All-Star break. I want to see us get in first round, play Boston, get well over 90 points. If we had a 100-point season, I would be pumped. We're probably not going to get it just because you look at the way it's going to play out, but I would be pumped if Price could get the numbers up. If Carey Price was top 3, my dream thing this year would be first round, play Boston, beat Boston, Carey Price win the Vezina, Shea Weber get nominated for a Norris, Thomas Tatar get the Selke. These are my dreams as a Habs fan. Probably not going to happen, but we'd all love to see that. And we want to see Domi continue his strong play. Let's see Domi get over 20 goals. Let's see Drouin get over 20 goals. Let's see our power play get up. There's many, many things I would like to see as a Habs fan. So far this year, I'm certainly not complaining. I'm very impressed with our team. And like they say, after the All-Star break, those last 30 games, that's when the real season starts. We're going to see what this team is made of. And in my heart, I believe they're strong enough to get into the playoffs. I believe they want it more than Buffalo. They're a better team than Buffalo, and they deserve it more than Buffalo. And maybe Carolina can sneak up there too, but I truly believe Montreal is better than those teams, and this is what I want them to do. Go Habs, go. Mr. Average Hockey Fan over and out. Got to answer my phone as you hear it going. Have a good day, folks.